7,
Hey guys, this
6,
is John, and I'm playing the Hourly
5,
Bullet Arena on
4,
lichess.org. We're
3,
about to start with
2,
47
1,
players.
0.
We've got a tough one going. Lots of players over 2,300. I'm playing Just Kid in the first game. Let's play G3 move 1, and then follow with a fianchetto, as I've been doing, D4, etc. I just had a look at this variation the other day. Maybe I can remember. Don't know if I looked at C6, Knight BD7 necessarily, but we'll see how this goes. Let's go here and attack these two squares. I think Knight G5 should be alright. We do hit E4. Now, looks bad for him. He's going to have to make some concessions, I think. Can I take that, though? I don't know if I can take that quite yet. Taking on F7 is quite tempting, but does it work? Take here. He takes... I just don't know if that works, actually. And I'm burning a lot of time, so I got to move. Yeah, because if I took E4, he was going to attack my bishop on B2 was the issue. Hate to have to burn time thinking about that, but that's what it was looking like. All right, so let's do this. We're going to try for something different then. Oh, actually, I could have taken on F5. That would have been a better strategy. But okay, this is all right, too. We'll just do this. He's going to take E2, most likely. He didn't. Okay, let's do this. I'm kind of pinned up, though. Not liking this so much. Up 2 pawns, though. It should be good. So it should be working out. And he's going to be pesky and perpetual my... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I definitely didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's super annoying. He's perpetuating my queen and I just mouse slipped. Alright. Yeah, I think this game is going to be lost. Alright, I'm just going to resign because it saves time. Yeah, tough one. Sometimes you run into situations like that where, I mean, he missed Knight D6, no question about it. And it should be good for me, but I couldn't figure it out in the amount of time that I had. Because if I took E4 there, then the issue was my bishop on B2 was hanging. So it happens sometimes. All right, so we're playing Ariata in the next game, and this is a definite berserk in this one. So let's go attack that pawn on D5. And then we'll castle. Let's play for C5 and try to break up the center a little bit. Okay, let's go B6. Not sure this is best, but this is okay. Let's go over here. I want to keep my pieces active and attacking. Let's see if he'll take on C5. My queen is looking nice, and now I've got pressure on D4. But will it come to anything? Okay, let's threaten mate. Hopefully he'll blunder queen takes G2. You can always hope, right? Okay, and he does. All right, so nice to get a win there. Jaffa Cakes is the next opponent, 2358. This is going to be a tough one. I think he's the third highest rated player in the tournament. And he's playing a Blackmar Daymar gambit. Okay, let's go Knight BD7. I think this is a good way to play it. Let's play C6. I know E6 is sometimes played, but I think this is better. And I might play E3 just to slow him down. I could take on F3, but I think in Bullet it makes sense to spurn material sometimes and instead play to just slow your opponent down. And here we have a very Scandi-like position. Let's just retreat the bishop. Maybe go H5, so try to break up these pawns. Now I can take here, because if he takes with the bishop, I can take here with check. So I like that aspect of this last move. Okay, let's go Knight D5, attack this bishop. Go here. Knight H3 is a bit pesky. Let's go here, because if I had castled, I'd have to reckon with bishop G5, so I didn't like the look of that. Okay, now let's castle. Let's play queen here. So if bishop G5, I'll play F6 now. Let's play H4, gain a little space on this wing. I might have to play F6 anyways. I think this is all right. Maybe I can go for G5. Okay, for now, let's just retreat. Let's go C5. I think I have to play C5, in fact. He is pinned on the knight on E4, so that helps to some degree. Okay, let's check here. Let's just see which way he recaptures. Takes with the queen. Okay, so now I can do this at least. Seems like lichess is lagging a bit today. At least that's my impression. Somehow my clock keeps running. Though he might be lagging as well, it just might be the server. Okay, let's go here. We're up a pawn. Also, we're attacking, so this is looking excellent. Okay, let's go b5. And he blundered this. So now we're going to get that rook on d1. Let's play f5 and attack. Go a6, just defend that guy. Start pushing these pawns. Just want to try to move fast still. I'm going to get my king over. I think getting the king over to assist will be good. Okay, now we can take this next. Now he's moving fast now. Let's give a check. Both moving fast. We're going to get a queen. All right, so I won that on time. But again, the connection was looking a little weird. Hopefully that cleans up coming up. All right, so how are we looking here? We're currently in 11th place, not even on the first page. Fianchetto 1, 2, 3 is the next opponent. Let's go g6. And then we'll play for b5, Banco Gambit. Nope, okay. Let's go d5. Now I want to take on c4 and try to inflict this isolated pawn on him. Attack this and attack this. Let's go knight c6. Yeah, I guess I'll take. And then we'll go here. I could take on d4, but I would lose b7 at the end of the line. Although actually it's probably good to do that. I should have done that because this bishop would have been hanging. This also is not bad. We're going to attack the bishop, hopefully get into c4. We can take that. Attack his rook. Then come back here. This knight is well placed on d6 for now. Okay, let's take that. See if he wants to swap the rooks. It does not. Okay, so let's do this and then plan for rook c8 coming up. All right, I'm going to do this and then go knight f5 and try to attack d4. Probably pushing d5 would be good for him, but he's going to do it this way. But now, all right, so we're going to lose the a pawn, but we have a good knight versus a bad bishop. Also, we're up a pawn, so he's got his work cut out for him. All right, now we're going to go up 2 pawns. And this should be an elementary win. So let's push this. Oh, it was elementary till I blundered e5. Is he going to bring his king over to assist? He's going to try. Okay, well, let's do this, because now his king is stuck in a very bad spot. Like, if he takes my pawn on e4, I can go rook h1. And then when he takes the pawn, he would get skewered with rook h2. So, all right, we've got 9 points. Play CC is in first place with 17. And let's see how we do here. Chess Instinct, Divine Destruction, Kwang Yushijoj, Seymour Stein. All right, I'm going to Berserk this game. Try to get a victory. Berserk victory. Let's take this pawn on d5. I feel like he might be pre-moving. Well, maybe not. Let's go f4 and then play e4 to break through. All right, I'm gonna take here. So this looks dangerous if he doesn't get castled. Okay, so now let's take with the queen and stop him from castling. And how does he get his king out of the center? Hard question to answer. Let's go bishop e3. We'll just develop. Ooh, drops the rook in the corner. We like that. And then let's just take here next move and open lines. All right, we'll take that, and then we can go take his bishop. More material to be won. Threaten mate. Threaten the knight. If he takes it, it's checkmate on f8. All right, so we get the victory over Seymour Stein. I played a lot of tournaments where I lose the first game, so I guess I'm not like that concerned yet. Still a lot of time. You can recover from a first-round loss. Play CC is going to be hard to catch. I think he's out for blood this tournament. I do have a good score against him, though. Jaffa Cakes again. Let's play another Scandi. He's going to do this same Blackmar Daymar Gambit, it seems. Let's go e3 earlier this time. We'll spurn the usual knight bd7 and such. Instead, just develop a little more aggressively. Okay, so he's going to stick his knight on f4 is how he's going to play this. I think I should put my knight on d5 to kind of compensate for that. Let's take that. Yeah, he has to take that way. Okay, so let's do this. I'm just trying to keep a compact position. I'll castle this way now, although I am a little bit nervous about his kingside potential. Can I go knight here? I don't think so. Better go here to threaten d4. I can't take that even. He has bishop f2. Annoyingly enough. So he's got space, but king f2 is pretty weird. Okay, I don't know. I guess he's planning an all-out attack on the king side with this move. All right, show me what you got. I'm going to take that pawn. Let's see what you have in store for us. All right, I'm going to sack a pawn now and try to get some play going towards the king. Let's do this. If he takes the knight, I take the bishop, so that's fine. Okay, now we're getting some initiative. You can take that. Wait, don't pre-move that, although I probably want to. Okay, let's take here, and then we'll play here and try to get the knight back to d4, where it can do some damage attacking f3. He blundered f3. Okay, so let's not trade so easily now. Okay, now we'll do it. We're up 2 pawns, so I'm optimistic. Let's do this. Let's bring this knight around. We'll go after that bishop. Yeah. All right, so we win that game. 2-0 against Jaffa Cakes, so we kind of punt him down the ladder. Play CC is still the guy to catch, although he just lost, so that helps. Who did he lose to? He lost to Kwang Yushijoj. And we get play CC. All right. Let's do this line that I've been playing quite frequently lately. Now I like going queen b3 and attacking this pawn on b7. I think it's a good plan. Let's take that. We'll just play for a small edge. I think going here and then bishop e3 is a good idea. They can, of course, stick the bishop on c5 if they want to try to prevent this plan. But on the whole, I think this line generates a lot of play for white. I'm attacking here in a7. So yeah, so bishop b8 makes sense, but now we bring this in. And he's just kind of hard-pressed to defend. If a6, I have knight c7. So it's tricky for him to hold everything together. He's going to have to burn a lot of time to do so. Okay, so now I've got the 2 bishops, and I'm hitting that pawn. I'm just going to take that, because I don't mind taking on the double isolated pawns. Okay, let's go here. He can't take b2, because he gets back ranked. So yeah, he has to waste time making Luft, and now we can go after the a-pawn. His knight is not effective. It's too far away. Okay, so we get to do this. And let's just start pushing. Yeah, I mean, he needs to reroute his knight somewhere a lot more useful than its current square. On d7, it's kind of dominated. Let's go here and attack that knight. Let's just push the b-pawn. I mean, he can win d3, but does it really matter? I mean, now, yeah, you can't even stop this. Okay, let's go here and be really clinical about this. Pin his rook. All right, so we take down play CC. Just Kid is still up there, so of course we're going to have a game or two with him probably. Name of the game is next. Ooh, and he plays the Rondep Gambit. The Rondep Gambit makes an appearance. Knight f3, e5. Speaking of which, where are you, Rondep? Are you out there? Because I know Anton Squared Me is looking for you. You should probably come back and play some more tournaments so he doesn't get too lonely. All right, so we're up 2 pawns here, and we're ready to castle. We have a very solid structure to work with as well, so excellent position to work with. Let's play the knight back to c3. I think I'd rather get rid of the knight on e4 than the other one. Let's play c5, maybe knight e5 to come. Bishop c4, potentially. If he puts the knight on d5, I can play queen f3. Yeah, let's do this anyways. There's pressure coming down on f7. Okay, let's play b4. I'm gonna sidestep any potential mate threats he has in mind. Maybe b5. There's not a whole lot he's threatening, so as long as I play reasonable moves, I should be just winning. Yeah, now he can't even take because I take here and fork the 2 rooks. So more bad news. He has some discoveries on my rook, but I don't think it'll help him. Now we win in exchange. Let's go down and take this guy. All right, so name of the game is busted here. Let's give it check, and then advance the a-pawn. Here comes the a-pawn. I'm going to go here just to stop his bishop from coming to e4. Take that. The only bad part is he's continuing to play, so... Well, let's just take that. There's no stalemate. All right. So 26 points. Takeda also is right up here. Takeda at 23.55. Sir Obi-Wan Kenobi, 1970. I'm not going to berserk this game. I think with 10 minutes and a share of the lead, it doesn't make sense to berserk. Is he going to make a move? He has 20 seconds to do so. I hope he doesn't milk this full 20 seconds. Mr. Obi-Wan. All right, well, I guess did we get that victory? Yeah, it counted it as a victory. So that helps. I don't like winning games like that, but if the opponent's not there, what are you going to do? All right, Koki 22, 21, 25. Scandy time once again. Another player who gambits the pawn. Yeah, I honestly think a lot of people just pre-move knight f3, and hence they lose that pawn. And now they have to work reasonably hard to get the pawn back. They don't want to play it purely as a sacrifice. Yeah, now they have to be careful. They have to play queen to d3, because this move is going to lose material. I feel like I've discussed this in many videos before already, why this loses material for white. Okay, let's play bishop b4. I'm blundering queen a4. That was not smart. I'm glad he didn't see that. Okay, now he plays it, but it's kind of late to play it. I think I can take here safely. My king is in the center, but that's not a big deal. I'm just going to bring this over. He can't take here because he would lose the rook. Probably rook c1 is what he should do, but he's going to do it this way. Okay, let's take. We can swap some stuff. Yeah, and we're up a rook. Not much more to be said. Now we're winning the bishop. Okay, so we get that victory. Yeah, and we've opened up a nice little lead now. Takeda plays CC, Luis Romano. Hello to you, Luis Romano. And we get Takeda. A victory would be huge, given that he's in second place right now and desperately needs a victory himself to get back in the action. Okay, good opening for us already. We've got a nice control, a nice share of the center. He doesn't have much to show for it. Yeah, he goes for c5 to try to break up our pawns. Okay, here we can take, and if he takes, we have this little tactic, and then win the queen. So he missed that there was d-file issues. Yeah, now he's down way too much. Let's check and then go knight g5 on the next move. And hello, queen h7 mate. Wow, okay, that was surprisingly simple against Takeda. Yeah, he just blundered with c5. Not a good opening, though. He let me establish pawns on e4, d4, and that's a recipe for disaster. Thank you, Row Your Boat. He said, good luck in your upcoming tournament in Las Vegas. I definitely appreciate that. Anton Hypercubed. Is this a play off of Anton Squared Me? I think it probably is. Anton Hypercubed. I like that username. All right, so let's develop and attack this pawn. He's playing very quick, as his name suggests. Let's castle. Can I take that? Hope so. Let's go after that. That rook. Ooh, wow. Okay. I'm not sure what to think of this player. Actually, I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is an engine. Yeah, this is an engine. They're playing way too fast. They've played, 25 moves in 7 seconds. I would bet almost anything that's an engine. And they haven't lost a game yet. No, that's really too bad. Yeah, I mean, there's no way that was a human. There's just the quickness of their moves was just a dead giveaway. Like, every move was instant, and every move was good, too. I was even up a pawn or something, but it didn't matter. Like, no human can see all those tactics that fast. Maybe Hikaru has a chance, but even that, I'm doubtful. Yes, 25 moves in 7 seconds, and every move being good and tactically sound. Clear evidence of an engine. Hate it when that happens. All right, well, this changes the landscape of the tournament a little bit. Let's go knight a5 and try to maneuver for some squares on the queen side. Knight b3 is a threat that they have to keep in mind. Let's come here and attack that queen and also the pawn on b2. Maybe let's go here and also attack b2. I'm losing e7. Okay, I missed that. Can I do this, though? Or this? Probably this is better. And how does he defend this guy? If knight d2, we can just take the knight. So it appears that white is losing a piece. Ivo Popek. I'm just going to try to type in the chat that Anton is engine, because that was incredibly obvious, and he's going to mess up the tournament for everyone if he's allowed to continue. All right, so we're playing again. I'm just going to resign. I mean, this is stupid. I'm not going to waste my time. Yeah, there's no point in playing an engine. He's just going to beat me. I lose time in the tournament. All right, name of the game is the next opponent, 1958. Let's play c5 followed by knight c6. Let's double fianchetto. Why not? Now I got to be a little careful, because if I had castled, he could take c6 and then take e7. So I have to take a measure against that. Let's castle. You can put the knight on c4. And then I go queen a6. Okay, here we get to play knight d5. That's helpful. Go here. His knight is protected by his rook on e1. All right, so now I've secured the two bishops. Let's see if we can make use of that. I need to complete my development still, though, so I think kicking this knight away could help. Or, yeah, having my queen back here so as to prepare bishop b7. I certainly like my position if I can survive in the short term here. Okay, let's come back. I was thinking about taking on e4, but I think I can grab this pawn. I think I can afford to be greedy in this case. Let's see if he pushes a5. Ooh, okay, he almost blundered bishop d4, not quite. Let's go here. Don't want to lose that rook on a8. Let's go after that a4 pawn. He can't really defend it, so yeah, he's got to give it. Now we're assuming control. Oh, and he blundered. That bishop lurking. All right, let's just offer a trade if he wants it. Creep closer with our queen, attack d3. Queen d1 maybe. Yeah, and with this amount of time, we're going to get the win. Let's double up our rooks. Give a check. Let's go take this guy. All right, get the victory. Yeah, it looks like Anton Hypercube is not going to be bad. Banned. Not going to be bad. He is bad, and he should be banned. Yeah, he's just ruining the tournament for everyone. He drew one game against Fluffy Cat, but there's just zero chance. Again, I'm going to resign. It's not worth it. He's going to get first place, but I'm not going to waste my time playing an engine. Argon 3007 is the next opponent. Let's play a Slav. We'll take on c4. All right, so let's go knight bd7. I should have played my bishop out to b4 earlier than I did. I'm playing this suboptimally, but it might be okay. Let's go knight d5, see if he wants to swap. Let's drop this back now. My bishop was a little insecure out on that b4 square, so I think dropping it back is good. Now let's take, and maybe I can go for c5. First, let's do this and try to get into the d5 square. Just maneuver for that particular square. I think if he takes, it's good to take with the f-pawn and open up that file. Let's threaten mate. Looking at various squares that I have access to. Now I get the knight on f3 if he takes. He may not want to take, though. He may want to move his king. He does. Okay, let's go back here. This is a nice knight we have. Let's take here. All right, so our knight is roving and creating tactical opportunities. Let's check, and then we'll bring up our rook. And here we go, right at white's king. Maybe I had a better way of executing that, but this is still looking like a win. Okay, let's give a check. And now we come down here, check. Let's take here. We'll go win the bishop. Okay. So we have 44 points. Yeah, there just became a huge gap between first, second, and even third now. Yeah, people are speculating whether he's an engine. He certainly is. I'm still going to post this video because there was a lot of legitimate chess played. Yeah, and did he lose a game? I think he got banned. All right, but anyways, we take second place in the tournament behind Anton Hypercubed, who, if we just click on his profile, are we going to see that he was banned? No, not banned yet. He apparently resigned that last game, but I'll post some follow-up in the comments, or someone might post a follow-up, one of the viewers of this video, just to confirm, because we don't want to like accuse someone who actually isn't an engine, but I mean, all it takes is just playing that guy one time, a 25-move game, and I would virtually bet my chess career that that was an engine. So, aside from that, though, we had a loss against Just Kid in the first game. Let's look at that position, because I was feeling really good about the position out of the opening, like right here. And then I think Just Kid missed knight d6. But after rook e7 is kind of tricky, because if I take e4, he takes with his knight, and then the bishops would be opposing each other. So like if take here, take, then to avoid losing a piece, I would have to do this, but he can take here now. And I think I'm just coming out down a piece out of this. So I paused for a little bit and spent too much time, honestly. I should have just made a move. And then I went up a pawn, but it wasn't the easiest thing in the world. Like here I was pinned, despite being up 2 pawns, and he did a good job of chasing me with his bishop. Absolutely right thing to do for him when I'm much lower on time. And then I mouse slipped queen e3 somehow. Let's go back to the chat. Yes, I agree, Shash FL. That was a pretty obvious cheater. So our rating takes a hit, and we had to lose 3 games to the engine, but hey, it happens. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me any feedback in the comments if you have it. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.